Todd, are you there? Can you please pick up the phone and tell me where you are right now? I thought you said that you were just going to head out of the store and come right back.
Wait, what? What is this all about now?
Don't you remember? You promised me that we were going to go and see a movie today. Well, the movie is going to start soon, and so we really have to get going if we're going to make it.
Man, you are really bossy. Do you know that? I mean, really, do you think that now of all times is a good time to go out and watch a movie?
What do you mean? What are you talking about?
I am asking you if you really think that I want to go and see a movie with you. But if you really want to see one that bad, then you can go and watch one yourself. But as for me, I don't think that I'm ever going to come back home again.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? What do you mean you're never going to come back home? I thought you said you were just going to be out for a little bit. What's going on here?
Oh, come on, Lorraine. Haven't you figured it out already? Besides, what's so wrong with me moving out of here for good, huh?
I just mean that I thought that it would be fun if we watched a movie since we both have the day off today. I mean, you said that you thought it was a good idea. You promised me that we would do this. I even went ahead and bought the tickets online last week. I don't understand what's going on here.
Oh, just give it a rest already. I don't want to go and see any damn movie. In fact, it's actually all your fault that I'm in such a lousy mood to begin with. So you can blame yourself for all of this.
Wait a second, you're telling me that this is my fault? I still don't think I understand. What did I do to make you so upset?
Oh, come on. Do you really need me to spell this out for you? You're my wife, but all you ever do is look down on me. Or did you think that I didn't notice?
Look down on you? What do you mean by that? You're not making any sense.
I mean the fact that you think that you can just live off of my money while you're just a lousy housewife. Just who do you think you are, huh? And just whose money did you buy those movie tickets with, huh? Of course, we both already know the answer.
Todd, please, can't we just talk about this? I think that you've got this all wrong. Do you really think that I look down on you? I have nothing but respect for you. I hope you know that I would never ever look down on you, Todd. You're my husband. I just thought it would be fun to watch a movie.
I mean, really? You know you don't even make me breakfast? What kind of wife can't even do that for her husband, huh?
What does that have to do with anything at all? I am just so confused right now.
You know, breakfast, the first meal of the day. I thought that it would be pretty obvious that a housewife should bring her husband breakfast every single day. But then again, you don't know anything at all about what it means to be a good wife now, do you?
Well, I know what breakfast is, Todd, but is this really the reason why you're so upset with me right now?
And just what kind of way is that to respond to me, huh? Honestly, just who do you think you are? You really must think that you're just the queen of the world if you're trying to treat me like this.
Todd, please, I don't understand why you're talking to me like this.
I mean that you have completely been slacking in your duties as a housewife. Don't you get it? Don't you understand how huge of a deal this is?
So you really are upset with me for not making you breakfast in the mornings?
Well, that's not all. It's like every single time I try and remind you to do that for me in the mornings, not only do you try and get out of it, but then you always end up putting together something cheap.
I'm sorry, Todd. I didn't think that I was trying to get out of it at all. And sometimes I just make something quick so that you won't be late for work. Of course, when I have more time, I try to make you something more substantial, but sometimes I don't have the time. But you know, I also have a lot of those frozen breakfasts that I prepared for you in the freezer if you're still hungry.
I have had just about enough out of you! I mean, really, just how many times are you gonna make me explain what you should already know to be your job? I shouldn't have to tell you anything, Lorraine. You should just know what to do for me without me having to say anything. That's the whole point of being a housewife. Don't you get it?
I am really so sorry, but I guess I just don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
Honestly, I can't understand why I even bother trying to talk to you like this. Is this a game to you? Are you really just trying to tick me off or something like that? Because so far you've just been making mistake after mistake, and I'm really starting to get sick of it. You should apologize for how poorly you've been performing.
I'm really sorry, but I am just not sure what I even have to be sorry about.
Oh, give me a break. Are you really telling me that you don't know what you should be sorry for? Well, if you're not even going to take this conversation seriously, then I don't think I'm ever going to come back home. In fact, I don't even want to hear back from you until you're ready to give me a proper apology.
Wait, Todd, please don't be like this. We can talk this through, can't we?
The only thing we can do is sign those divorce papers that I left for you in the foyer of the house. If you're not going to apologize to me, that is.
Todd, please. How many times are you going to do this? You always threaten me with divorce. I mean, really, just how many times does this time make it now? Whenever we fight, you always leave the house and threaten never to come back or to leave me, and I don't get why you always have to be acting this way.
I have had enough of all your stupid whining, woman. I haven't done anything wrong here. You're the one who isn't taking your job as a housewife seriously. So I don't want to get another message from you until you're finally ready to apologize. And then maybe I'll think about coming back home.
Hey, Lorraine, are you there? I'm not really sure what happened between the two of you, but it seems like you've really upset my son Todd again. And here I thought I would be enjoying a peaceful Sunday morning when all of a sudden my son bursts in complaining about you. I should have known that he would go back to your house, Lucy. I really am so sorry that this happened again. I really wish I could make things right. Honestly, Lorraine, I was scared half to death when he started banging on my front door, barking at me to let him in. I don't know how much my heart can take of surprises like that now. Again, I really am so sorry, but you know, it might be a good idea to just try and ignore Todd the next time he comes around to your place. And just what do you mean by that? Why would I ignore him? Well, it just seems to me like any time he and I have a fight that he always runs back to your house. But I can't imagine that he's pleasant to deal with when he gets like that. Although lately, we've just been having the same fights over and over again. I think maybe it's because he knows that he has a place to run away to that he keeps running to your house. Oh, I see. So you're saying that the next time you two fight and my son runs back home, that I should just ignore him and not let him in? I think that might actually be the best way to deal with Todd's behavior at this point. So, if it isn't too much, I'd really like to ask for your cooperation in this matter. Come on, Lorraine. Do you really think that I could be capable of helping you do something so heartless to my own son? You really need to think about this. If my son comes to me asking for help, then of course it's my duty as his mother to help him. You know, I really never thought of you as a bad wife or anything like that all of this time, but... But what? What does that mean? Did something happen to change your mind? Well, it's just that when I asked Todd what it was that had gotten him so upset this time, he told me it was because you weren't cooking him breakfast every day. He said you kept forgetting. I don't know if I would say that I forgot. It's more just like that he suddenly started expecting it of me one day. But he never really even asked me for it. I didn't even know he wanted me to do it until we first had a fight about it. But it's not like I can read his mind or anything like that. He needs to make those things clear to me. Oh, come on now, Lorraine. You're his wife. You should be able to tell what it is your husband needs before he even knows what he needs. A good wife has to serve her husband always, don't you know? I'm really not so sure if I completely agree with that, to be perfectly honest with you. And if you make mistakes, then the least that you could do is apologize for them and try to make things right. Don't you want to be a good wife for my son? So you're saying that you think all of this is actually my fault, Lucy? Of course all of this is your fault! You were the one who didn't act the way that a wife should have. It's obvious that the most important things a housewife can do is to make her home as comfortable as she can for her husband. So, if you're slacking off from your wifely duties, then this whole thing is clearly your fault and no one else's. Oh, well, I guess that is one way to think about this whole thing. Besides, it sounds to me like if you apologize, then Todd will forgive you and finally go back home to you. Honestly, I think that you should count yourself lucky that you have such a graceful and forgiving husband as my son. Well, I guess I just really don't understand what it is that I should be apologizing for. But didn't I just explain everything to you? Honestly, I don't understand what it is about women from your generation. When are you going to learn that you need to be serving your man? Are you really being serious about all of this? I can't tell if you're really telling me how you feel right now. Honestly, you should get on your hands and knees for Todd and beg for his forgiveness. In fact, why don't you come to my house and do just that so we can put this all behind us? Because now that I've thought about it, even I'm quite upset at the way that you've been making my poor boy suffer for all of this. You want me to go to your house and beg you both for forgiveness for not making your son breakfast? I'm sorry, but I really just don't think that that is a fair thing to be asking of me at all. There you go again with that uppity little attitude of yours. Don't you realize that that's the problem with young women of today? If you want to patch things up with my husband, then you'll come home right now and you'll do as we both say. And that is a direct order from your mother-in-law. Do you understand me? I really do understand that you might be thinking that you're doing what's best for Todd and I, but even I have my limits, and I am simply not going to stand for this. I don't think this is fair at all. You don't think this is fair? How do you think I feel having to watch my poor son go through all of this? It's not just your husband that you have to show deference to. It's also his mother, you know. So why don't you just be a good girl and do as I say? If you don't, I'll have no choice but to enact my final resort. Your final resort? What do you mean? What are you talking about?
Well, let's just say that my husband has some choice words that he'd like to have with you. I think that if anyone would be able to put you in your place, it would be him.
Wait, what? What is that supposed to mean? What is even going on here?
Honestly, I really can't stand women like you who think that you can just act however you want and get away with it. But don't say that I didn't warn you. You'll get yours and then you'll finally learn how to behave. Just remember that you could have fixed this if you wanted to, but now you'll get what's coming to you.
Well, Lorraine, you really have some guts. I'll have to give it to you there. I mean, really, you didn't even let up after my dad just laid into you and tried to make you see the error of your ways. But I guess that just really goes to show what a stubborn woman you really are, huh?
I'm sorry, Todd, but I really want nothing to do with you right now. I mean, really, to try and make me cook breakfast for your whole family once a week to teach me a lesson. Of course I was going to say no to that!
And that's just your problem. That's exactly why you need someone to put you in your place to begin with.
Excuse me? Just who do you think you are to be talking to me like that, huh?
There you go again with that crappy attitude of yours. When are you finally going to learn that a wife should just apologize to her husband and do whatever he says? You know, if you keep this up, then I really will have to divorce you. So what do you think about that, huh?
Oh boy, here we go again. How many times are we going to try and pull this card?
I mean it! I know that you're a stubborn lady, so I'm not afraid to do it. I know that it would be the perfect lesson to teach you. And just remember that I can find any other lady if I want. You're nothing special at all. I'm not afraid to dump you like last week's garbage. In fact, don't be surprised if I already have someone in mind who I'd get remarried to.
Oh really? You really already have another person who you'd rather be married to?
Oops, I guess I went ahead and spoiled the surprise. That's right, I've been seeing someone else, and if you don't do as I say, then I really will leave you for them.
So you actually admit that you've been cheating on me this entire time? I have to say that I had my suspicions, but I really am quite shocked that you would just come out and admit this so brazenly to me.
You didn't think that I actually enjoyed being married to you, do you? I only stick with you because I pity you. After all, you're nothing but a housewife who'd have nothing if I decided to leave you. Don't you realize that?
Is that really all you think of me, Todd?
It's not what I think, it's just how the reality of the situation is. The fact of the matter is that you need me far more than I need you, you know? So just try and push me and see where you end up. You'll be a jobless old hag who nobody will want anything to do with ever again.
Are you really sure about this, Todd? I'd be very careful if I were you.
That's my line! So if you don't want me to divorce you, you'll have to come find me and apologize to me all over again! But I'll be honest, I'm getting sick and tired of giving an old hag like you second chances. Why can't you just be a good housewife? How many times are we gonna have to do this? Apologize to me and I'll come back home!
And just what home is it that you think you'll be coming back to me?
What is that supposed to mean, huh?
I mean that you're always threatening me that you won't come back home, right? So I'm asking you just where it is that you think you'll be coming back to now. In fact, if I were you, I would just crawl back to your mommy and stay with her instead. So how about it? How about you just go and never ever come back here, huh?
Excuse me? Are you being serious right now? Is this some kind of joke or something like that?
The only joke around here is you, Todd, because I am telling you that you have nowhere to come back to here.
What does that even mean? You're not making any sense at all! Just who do you think you are to talk to me like this?
I think I'm the person who submitted our signed divorce papers. They're probably being processed as we speak. Not only that, but I've already found a buyer for the house and closed the sale not that long ago. So, I'll ask you again, just where do you think it is that you'll be able to come back to, huh?
Wait a second. What do you mean you submitted our divorce papers?
I mean just what I said. Or do you need me to break it down even more simply for you?
And you sold our house as well? Is this some kind of joke?
It's not a joke at all, but don't worry, I moved all your things into a storage space. I even paid up the space for a month to give you some time to move your things out. You have plenty of time.
Whoa, just slow down there for a sec. I mean, what is even going on right now?
What is going on is that you and I are divorced now, don't you get it? So I guess this means that you can go ahead and get with that other girl of yours. Or not. I really don't care at all what you do, but I'm going to get on with my life.
Hey, just hold it right there for a second! You can't just say all that and then just disappear? What the heck do you think you're doing?
I thought I explained it all pretty well above, to be honest.
But, I mean, are you telling me that you submitted those divorce papers that I left by the front door of our house? You really went and did that all by yourself?
That is exactly what I said. I feel like we already covered this ground. Do you really need me to spell out what divorce is? Why are you asking me this? In fact, the person at the counter at the courthouse recognized your name because of how often you go and pick up those forms from there. Apparently, the whole office was taking bets on whether it would be you or I that finally submitted the paperwork. You really were quite the celebrity there, I have to say. But like I said, the paperwork is being processed as we speak. It's too late to try and turn things around now.
But wait! Hold on just a second!
I really don't want to waste even a single second on you, Todd. I have my own life to live. So I think I'll just go get my goodies here. That being said, you will be hearing from my lawyers about your little mistress.
Lorraine, you have got some explaining to do, young lady. I heard that you divorced my son without even telling him you were going to do so. What kind of crazy woman does something like that?
Crazy? Are you really calling me crazy? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke? Besides, I was only doing what your son had threatened me with over a dozen times, and I only did what you wanted me to. I thought long and hard about my actions, and I decided that the best thing to do was to leave the marriage.
But I want you to reflect on your actions so that you would apologize to my whole family. Don't you realize what you've gone and done? I never thought you were really going to leave, Todd. You're screwing everything up, Lorraine.
I'm sorry, but I really don't think that I've done anything wrong here at all. But if you're really looking for someone to blame, you could do worse than your own son. After all, he was the one who would always threaten me with the divorce papers which he had already filled out his portion of.
You mean that Todd just left signed divorce papers lying all over the house? But that's completely idiotic!
On that, you and I agree for once.
Don't you dare talk bad about my special little boy! How dare you go behind his back and do this to him? Honestly, this is what's wrong with your generation. You're all so selfish. You'd rather leave a marriage than put in any work to try and fix it. Well, I, for one, am not going to let you get away with this.
Well, I'm afraid what's done is done. But anyways, I wonder if Todd told you about his other woman he had waiting in the wings.
Other woman? What in the world are you talking about now? Are you trying to tell me that my son was cheating on you? He would never!
Well, it sounds like you have a lot to learn about your special little boy. But I'm sure you'll all have plenty of time to get to know each other since I sold our house. I have to imagine that Todd is already taking all his things over to your place.
You can't be serious! You can't just do this to my son! You can't just dump him on me!
Oh, you mean you don't want him back? That's a shame, because you're stuck with him now. As for me, I have a life to set back on track, so if you'll excuse me, I'll be blocking you now. After that, I never spoke to Todd again. My only point of contact with him was my divorce lawyer, who handled the lawsuit against Todd for his infidelity as well as the alimony proceedings. It turns out the woman Todd was seeing was also married, and their affair was quickly revealed not long after the divorce. With lawsuits for both Todd and his mistress, the two of them were left practically penniless, but just in time for the two of them to move in with Todd's parents. Through some old mutual friends, I have heard that things could be going much, much better for everything involved. It seems that Todd promised his mistress a life of luxury, but she instead found herself living with Lucy, who was very demanding. From what I hear, the neighbors are kept awake by screaming matches between the two of them almost nightly. As for me, although I'm upset about how my marriage ended, I can't help but feel like I ended up with the better deal out of everyone involved. It may take a while to find my footing again, but at least now I know not to make the same mistakes again. Hey Dad, are you there? I just wanted to let you know that I heard about the big news from Mom. Are you really going to be coming back this weekend? That's what she told me anyways.
Oh, hey there, Tina. Yes, it's true. I am going to be coming home this weekend. Work has finally calmed down, and it seems like they're finally okay with sending me back home. But still, I can't believe it's been half a year since they sent me away on this assignment.
Oh wow, is that really true? Has it really been 6 whole months since you've been home?
It really has, yes. And I just want to say that I really am so sorry to have been away so long. I'm sure that it wasn't easy for you or your mom after all of this time.
Oh no, it really wasn't that bad at all, actually. You have nothing to worry about at all.
Oh, really? Well, that's good, I suppose.
I mean, of course it wouldn't be that hard to deal with you gone. It was totally a breeze for me. To be honest, I kind of forgot that you even existed.
Oh, well, I'm really sorry that I put you in a position where you had to do that, but I'm glad that it made things easier. But anyways, I was thinking that since I'm going to be back this weekend, that maybe we could all go out together as one big family again.
And just what do you mean by that exactly?
I just mean that the three of us could all go out somewhere nice for dinner or something like that, you know?
Oh, come on, Dad. Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something? You really think that I want to be seen going out with you?
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm quite following what you mean by that.
I mean, really, do you think that you can just come back and say something like that? Besides, where is the money going to come from? I mean, you're flying back home, right? Are you paying for that? Because I don't see why we would bother wasting any money going out for dinner, if that's the case. In fact, it's probably better if you don't come at all. To be honest, Mom and I have been getting along just fine without you, so don't waste the money or the trip.
Oh, Tina, you don't have to worry about the money for this at all, really. I just want to be back together with my family after all this time. And besides, the flight really isn't that expensive at all, so there's nothing to worry about.
I'm sorry, but did you not read a single thing that I just sent to you? Honestly, you're being so selfish right now. And besides, the point is that I just don't want to see you at all.
Wait, I don't understand. Where is all of this coming from? Is everything okay, Tina?
No, it's not okay. Mom and I are just fine on our own, and we don't want or need you back home. So why don't you just mind your own business and not bother coming back at all? Honestly, why do you make me have to spell it out for you like this, Dad?
No, hold on just one moment there, Tina. You two are my family, and that makes you both my business. And besides, you both live in the house where I also live. Now, I know that I've been away all this time, but it was for work, not by choice.
You really think that you have a right to call our house your house? You really have some nerve, do you know that? Besides, this house still has a mortgage, so if anyone owns it, it certainly isn't you.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Whose house is it then?
Well, I know that it's Mom's name on the lease, so I guess that would make it more her house than yours anyways.
Tina, honestly, what has gotten into you? Why are you acting like this towards me?
In fact, you should know that we packed up all of your stuff already, so you don't even have a place to come back to. Mom and I boxed up all your stuff and cleaned your space thoroughly. It was as if you were never here at all. So what do you think about that?
Are you serious? Did you two really do that to all of my things?
Well, no duh, but it's okay. You really only had a bunch of junk to begin with, so it's not like anything of value was really lost. Mom and I put all your things into boxes and garbage bags, and then we just dumped it all out, so now you literally don't have anything to come back home to at all.
You have got to be kidding me! You didn't actually throw away all of my belongings, did you? You don't actually mean that, right? I had things that I've had since I was a little kid, and you just threw all of it away? I hope that you're not serious. All of my possessions thrown out just like that? Some of my things were collector's items, you know. I had some really valuable...
Do you mean like things that if you were to sell online or at an auction or something that you would be able to make a lot of money from? Is that what you mean? You can't be serious about that, right? You can't actually think that any of that crap had any value at all, right? I mean, we went through all of it, and I know that it was all worthless.
Tina, talk to me. What in the world has happened there since I left? I mean, why are you acting this way? You never had this kind of attitude before I left the house. Is everything okay? Is there something that I should know about? I just want to know what in the world is going on with you. Sylvia, please, not you too! This can't be happening right now!
Besides, didn't Tina already make it clear to you that there's no place for you to come back to here? You can just stay where you are because we have no need for you.
Wait a second! Hold on just one moment! Are you really being serious? Does that mean that Tina was telling the truth when she said that the two of you threw out all of my things?
Of course we did! Why in the world would we want to keep all of your crap in the house while you weren't even at home? Instead, we were able to decorate your old space with whatever we wanted, and I have to say that things look so much better now.
Oh, my head is spinning right now. I just don't know what to think.
Well, either way, I suppose we should thank you for all the space you opened up by moving out, and I suppose the least we can do is buy you dinner if you come back. But don't think that you're going to get much more out of us than a cheap meal.
Sylvia? Tina? What is going on with the two of you? What happened after I left to make you both change like this? I don't understand. I've been living away from the two of you for 6 long months, just thinking about when I would be able to come back home.
And just what is wrong with the way that we're acting right now, huh? What are you getting at?
I just mean that, well, I guess it's been in front of me this whole time. I had noticed you two acting coldly towards me when we would have our FaceTime calls, but I thought it was just a trick of being online. I had no idea that you were both being just as cold as you really appeared to be.
I suppose you could say that we just got too used to not having you around. Maybe that's what changed us. We realized what really mattered to the two of us, with you out of the way. And I have to say that things have been just so much easier for us since it's become just the two of us living here.
So then, that's why the two of you are treating me like this? You think that you don't need me in the house anymore?
Well, at least it sounds like you're finally starting to understand where you're coming from. But yes, we both only see you as a living ATM, just a source of money for our lifestyles.
I see. So that's the way that things are then, is that right? Okay then, if that's how things are going to be, then I guess there really isn't a point at all in me coming home. In fact, I had something really important that I wanted to talk about with the two of you, but, well, if this is how I'm going to be treated, then I guess there's no point. But don't worry, you won't have to put up with me ever again.
Oh, really? And just what might this really important thing be? Don't tell me that your job is actually going to let you come back and live here again. Because if that's all you wanted to tell us, then I'll tell you right now that we don't care, and we don't even want you back.
No, that's not it. Actually, the truth is that I've recently inherited several $1 million.
Wait, what? Are you serious? Millions? Like, with an S at the end? As in plural?
That's what I typed out, yes, it's millions. I had a distant uncle who passed away, and he left me that money in his will.
But wait, where is this coming from all of a sudden? Are you really telling me that you actually inherited millions of dollars? Is that supposed to be some kind of joke or something?
I wouldn't joke about something like this, especially not in the context of the conversation we've been having. In fact, I say he was a distant uncle, but he actually lived quite close to the town that I've been living in while I've been away. And so I was actually able to get quite close to him while I've been out here working.
And you're really actually telling me that this uncle of yours decided to include you in his will and to give you that much money?
It was a bit of a shock to me as well, but he had always been a bit of a loner, and so I guess he really didn't have many people to leave his things to. And I guess he was so grateful for the time that we'd spent together that that's why he chose me. He was in hospice care, and I would go to visit him pretty often, so maybe it just made him happy not to be so alone after everything. But then, not that long ago, he passed, and when they read his will, I was asked to be there, and that's where I found out that I would be getting that amount of money.
So then you really talked to his lawyer and he read out your uncle's will to you and it's all true?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. He wrote in his will that he was grateful for my presence in his final days, and that he wanted me to have all of that as a sign of his gratitude. Besides a couple other people, I was the only other person to inherit anything from him.
And the money he left you really amounted to millions? That's just so incredible!
wanted to see me again.
Oh, I know, but I really am so sorry about all of that. I guess I'm just a little easily annoyed because of puberty or whatever. But I think that I'm finally starting to really mature and grow past that phase of my life, so I think I'm back to being your sweet and loving daughter. And I just want you to know that both Mom and I are really, really looking forward to seeing you again. I can't wait to be in a house with both of my loving parents back together after all of this time. We can go back to being a whole family again.
You know, something tells me that you heard from your mom about my inheritance. Is that why you're acting like this right now?
Dad, I'm shocked that you could even say that to your own daughter. I'm telling you, I was just upset earlier because of all the crazy teenage hormones. I wasn't being myself at all.
Oh, really? So you calling me a walking, talking ATM was just all part of your teenage rebellion?
Yeah, sure, you could say that. But anyways, I think that we have so much to talk about as a family. I mean, we really should all discuss the best way to spend the millions that you came into, don't you think? And of course, I'm sure that as my dad, you would really like your daughter's input on how to best use that money for my future, right?
You know, that thought never really crossed my mind, to be honest.
Oh, Dad, you're so silly. But don't worry, I know plenty of good things that you could put that money towards. You know, I've been doing a lot of thinking, actually, and I think it would be really, really beneficial for me to take a year off of school and just go traveling all around the world. Think of how much it would broaden my perspectives. I think after I finish this year, I could just go traveling all over and then come back and finish high school. Don't you think that's a great idea?
Oh, I see. I have to say that I had no idea that you had such an interest in studying abroad, Tina.
Of course, and now that you have all this money, now is the perfect time for seeing what the big wide world out there has to offer me.
But do you really think it's a good idea for you to take a break from school? I mean, your grades are already so low. And besides, I don't really think that you can just take a break for a year from high school.
Ugh, how the heck do you know about my grades? You're the worst! And besides, if you're rich, you can get away with anything.
Tina, I know about your grades because I'm your dad and I keep up with your life. And it sounds like you really haven't changed all that much.
Oh, shoot, no, sorry. That must have been puberty again. I guess maybe I still have some growing up to do, but I promise that I'm trying my best every single day.
Are you really sure that that's all that's going on with you right now?
Look, Dad, I don't think that we should lose track of the main focus here. I think that I'm asking you for money with something that I think would really benefit my life. Don't you see that? If you had all that money, wouldn't you want to make sure that you were putting it towards making sure your daughter grew up right? It's not like you can't afford what I'm asking for.
I see what you're saying. And yes, I would have enough money to let you go and do something like that.
Are you serious? Dad, that's amazing! Thank you so much. That would make me so happy. I think I just need maybe like $500,000 to do this trip.
Well, I would give you the money, but you told me never to come back home.
Wait, what? What do you mean?
And besides, do you really think I'm just gonna hand over $500,000 to my teenage daughter? That's just absurd!
No, you don't get it! I really did budget it out! I'll need that money for hotels and food and stuff, but I need your help to make this dream come true!
Well, I'm afraid it's not happening. I've already filed the paperwork to divorce your mother, so if you want to go traveling around the world, you'll have to do so on your own dime.
Wait, what? What do you mean? You're going to divorce Mom?
friends that both Tina and Sylvia had to go out and find jobs to keep the roof over their heads. Of course, it makes me sad to think that my marriage and family turned on me like they did, but I'm glad I was able to remove myself from the situation. I suspect that Tina's mother might have turned her against me, and so maybe in a few years I'll reach back out to her and hope that she's changed for the better. But in the meantime, I am happy to enjoy my millions. Hey, Wendy, I wanted to discuss something with you. Do you have some time to talk?
Huh? I'm sorry, but who is this? How did you get this number? I don't have this number in my contacts.
Well, nice to finally meet you, I guess, even though it's over messaging. It's Cillian. I'm Hayden's father. I'm sorry for startling you or anything. I just asked for your contact information from Hayden so that I could have a little discussion with you. I just wanted to talk to you myself rather than go through my son.
Oh, okay. Is that so? So what is it that you wanted to talk about, Cillian? Is everything okay?
I just wanted to confirm something with you. I heard from Hayden earlier that you're from a single-parent household. Is this actually true?
Yes, it is. It's just been me and my mom since I was 7 years old, so yes, I was raised by a single mother.
Are you kidding with me here? You can't seriously be from a single-parent household.
Yes, I just told you that you're right. What's me being raised by just my mom got to do with anything?
Wow, I can't believe this. She must be a very difficult woman to be with if your dad left her so long ago. If you were raised by only her, I don't see much of a future for you. Things don't look so good for you, Wendy.
Huh? What on earth are you talking about, Cillian? My mother left my father because she wanted to protect me. Please don't say such things to me when you don't understand anything about my life or situation. It's just a weird thing to mention.
I was just saying that it's not a great way to grow up. Oh, well, whatever, Wendy. I heard that you're coming over tomorrow to see us. Even if you're 1 minute late to this meetup, I won't forgive you for the way you've been hiding your past.
Huh? I don't quite understand, but okay. I'll be there tomorrow, on time. I wouldn't dare be late to the meetup.
Do you have any idea of your position in society? You're literally the lowest of the low! How did I not know this?
How dare you speak to me like that? You should know better than to say terrible things to people that you hardly know. No one in this day and age would flip the tables on someone else to say something so horrible. We just met.
Well, you win some, you lose some. Whatever you've done up until this point in your life is your fault. Don't even think about playing the victim.
What on earth was that all about? How dare you talk to me like this? I was a kid, and it wasn't my fault. How could you say that to someone who's a victim of abuse? I got burnt on my face and neck from the tea that was splashed on me, all right? It got into my eyes. I could have lost my sight, okay?
Do you even know what happened, or is that what someone told you to say to get me in trouble? You're not blind now, so it's not a problem. Do you really think I'm going to let my son get married to a woman who's from a single-parent household? There's no way I'll let that happen. Why don't you run off and cry to your miserable mother, you ugly piece of trash? You're not good enough.
In other words, you're annoyed at the fact that I've come from a single-parent household? I didn't wish that upon me.
Why should I listen to something that I know is obviously bad in society? I'm an elite bank manager, and I'm not going to let you tarnish my reputation. Hayden's also a banker, and you being with him is gonna make people gossip like crazy once they know about your single mother. Don't you think that you're a societal outcast? I really think you are.
You know, I think that you're being a little prejudiced right now. What makes bank employees so great, Cillian? What makes you so high and mighty? Instead of just bad-mouthing me, or you have a complaint, then just say it. Stop beating around the bush.
Even if I were to tell you you're sitting at the bottom of society, I think you're actually not intelligent enough to understand what I'm saying. Just saying that you're an outcast in society is the quickest way to explain what I want to say to you.
If you're not going to explain yourself, this is not even worth talking about. Have you even thought about your son's intentions at all? You do know that he was the one who proposed to me, right? Don't you have any respect for the decisions he wants to make in life?
Of course I know that about my own son. I'm his father, for goodness sake. But what his father says is absolute, and he doesn't disobey me. As his father, I'm going to be correcting all the mistakes he's made when it comes to you.
That's such a selfish thing to do, considering your son is a grown man and he can make his own choices. You can't just control your son. I get that this is rather out of the blue, but I thought I'd ask anyway. Do you have any intention of apologizing to me?
There's no way I'm going to apologize to you for this. I've got nothing to be sorry for, you stupid little girl.
I really can't believe that this is really happening to me. I really don't get what's going on at the moment. What happened wasn't necessary.
Is everything okay with the burn? I can't believe this happened to you. It would not be great if this burn left you with scars.
Well, I immediately went and put cool water over the burn so that it didn't get any worse. I went straight to the hospital after that, so I think it'll be fine. But the doctor did say that my head and my neck might be red for a few days, but then it should go back to how it was before.
Well, if the doctor said that, that's great to hear. I would hate for you to put up with scars and uneven skin for the rest of your life, all because of what was done on purpose. I had heard that he works at a reliable bank, but him, a branch manager, doing this to my own daughter? I'm shocked at his behavior. I think you really need to consider your relationship with him and his family, especially for your future. You shouldn't have to put up with this abusive behavior.
Yeah, it's something that I have to do a lot of thinking about for sure. I really can't believe this crap. I'm so disappointed in how he treated me. It was really hot tea, and it just put all these really bad memories back into my head.
Yes, I'm sure you had very similar feelings, and it must have been so hard for you. I'm really sorry that I didn't protect you well during the time your father was around. I was prioritizing work because I was the only one working for our family, and your father was just so stubborn. I hardly saw what he was doing, and that's my fault. If I had been with you this time, I might have been able to protect you better. I feel so bad, Wendy. I should be doing more for you.
No, please don't say that, Mom. I don't want you to blame yourself, Mom. This is not in any way your fault. Also, what happened 20 years ago was hard, but I'm stronger for what happened. I just didn't think that Cillian would do something like that to me.
I'm just taking this so badly because I felt like I had no choice but to put work before you so that we could survive. I didn't want you to be lonely all the time.
I've said this many times, Mom. I know that you had no choice, and I've understood that for a long time. It's fine to talk about it, but don't blame yourself. It's not your fault.
Oh, okay. I suppose you have a point, my dear. I hope that I can get over those feelings in the near future. I really appreciate you saying these kind words to me, Wendy. Oh, by the way, what will